It's a beautiful day. My beginning will be as bright as the sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so bright, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give.
Well, hello all my beautiful friends out there in YouTube land, and welcome back to the Hewitt Homestead. Today is a rainy, nasty day, but we're gonna get a little bit of work done out of this day. We're going to be getting our seeds started. Here in Florida, we're a little bit behind the 8 ball here, a little late in the season for Florida. We've been having really good weather. Just, you know, we had our last freeze maybe 3 weeks ago. I think, yeah, like the first week of March, we had one last little freeze. When I say freeze, I mean we dropped down below freezing for maybe a couple of hours in the early morning one day. And other than that, it's been really nice. Been getting a lot of rain, been getting a lot of sun. So it is time to get some seeds planted. If you watched the last video, you know that we are planting these seeds in faith again this year, kind of like we did last year, hoping that when it's time to plant them into the ground, transplant them into the ground, that I've got a place that I can even try to put them in. So last year's experiment was the hugelkultur mounds, and it was a lot of work trying to get those things ready to plant in, and all really for nothing, because come to find out, those growing beds are not beside where the house is going to be, but they are right where the house needs to be. So that's all going to get ripped out, and the house built right there. Got to take a grasshopper break. When you find a grasshopper, you got to check it out. Let me see. It's a little baby lubber grasshopper. Hold it still so I can focus.
I found it on this grass.
Yeah, you was just sitting on that piece of grass?
Yeah,
he's getting big. He's going to get so much bigger than that. I need you to go get your boots. Don't leave them out there. Jesslyn, put your boots back on. Scout, go get your boots and bring them back up, okay? I'll get the seeds and stuff ready for planting, okay? That is one thing I did not necessarily see a lot of last year. A couple, but man, this year, the baby lubber grasshoppers, you know, those ones that get giant. You might not have them where you're at. I think it's kind of a southeastern thing. But they are all over the place. So we may have to have a battle against the lubber grasshoppers this year in the garden. We'll wait and see what happens. So this year's garden, if you watched the last video, you see where the area that I've picked out further up on the property to grow or try to grow. But it's going to take some work and some clearing before we can plant in it. But if I start my seeds now, I figure I got 2 weeks, maybe 3, that they can stay in their little seed starting things until we have to put them in the ground. So, got another little idea, little experiment I'm going to try out today, and I'll show you what that is in just a second. Hang tight, let me get everything ready. Alright guys, well, I guess the surprise is already out. As you can tell, we've been collecting our egg cartons, and they are the organic eggs, and they come in these really soft, like recycled cardboard thingies. And I was looking at them and I was like, you know, that looks like the perfect little seed starter portion of planting potting soil. And these things are like super soft, and remind me very much of the little planting pods that you buy that are designed to just like biodegrade, and like you start the seed and then you just plant the whole thing later on, and the paper breaks down and dissolves, and your plants just kind of take off. So here again, just like last year when we experimented with the hugelkultur bed, we're going to be doing a little experimenting with the new area. Get out of here. We're going to be experimenting with the new area up on the other part of the property, and we're going to be experimenting with these things because, boy, we go through a lot of eggs. So we're going to do this. We're going to try it out. If it works, great. Then everyone else can go recycle their egg cartons and do it too. If it doesn't work, then we'll try something else next year. Okay.
Are you filming?
Huh?
Are you filming?
Yeah.
I wanted it up here.
Okay, baby.
That hurt my ears. Are you gonna put little dirt in there and then plant those seeds to make plants in here? Yep, this is where we're gonna do little plants.
So I got 14 egg cartons. That's 14 dozen. 12 and 12 is 144, and then 24 is 168. 168 seeds that I can start. And and this represents about a week and a half worth of eggs at our house. Just kidding. What's your joke?
Yeah. So what happens if you put a tree in your RV and it grows very fast?
I don't know what happens.
The RV explodes and gas starts to fall out.
Was it gas? That's crazy, man. Okay, do you have a joke for us?
What happens if a cat's big and it would grow like a tiger or a lion or a bear or a people?
What happens?
He would die. He
Oh
would be exploded. His
Oh my goodness. Hopefully this won't take too long. Hopefully I have enough dirt. All right, you guys, well, we've got all 12 done. Started raining on me again. I had to take a short break, had to get back out here while it was drizzling and fiddling around with my seed packets while they're getting wet. This just turned into a messed up situation. But since I don't really have a lot of high hopes for, having a fancy, well-to-do garden, honestly, I lost track of what I planted where. I was just trying to get seeds in dirt as fast as possible. I was rifling through my packs and I was like, oh, squash, yeah. Oh, cabbage, okay, yeah. Butternut squash, yeah, let's do that. Watermelon, let's do some of that. Just throwing things in the dirt and lost track. So right now, we're just gonna see what springs up. We're just gonna get a place cleared out. We're just gonna put plants in the ground and we're gonna see what we get when we get it. And that's just the way it's gonna be this year. So anyways, let me get these little shipping pallets right here right now. I'm gonna move them over here where the orchard is. I'm gonna get them stacked up, and then I'm going to set my little seed trays on top of that to get them up off the ground so they don't ever find themselves sitting in water. Hopefully, if there's any curious animals that want to rummage around the ground, like armadillos, which we have a lot of, they won't get destroyed. And be up a little higher, get good sun, stay away from the weeds. All right, and that's going to be it for today, guys. Wish us luck, say a prayer for us. We're going to need it. Like I said in the last video, I'm still working a lot of overtime. I don't have a lot of days to work here on the homestead. So when I do have a little bit of time, I try to do what I can. And we've got our seeds planted. We've got a lot of seeds planted, but I have no place to put them now. So stay with us. Subscribe if you haven't, because the next day off that I get, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna start cutting some stuff down. And everyone loves to see when an overgrown like yard or like a brushy area gets mowed down and cleaned up. So that's gonna be fun. We're gonna do that next time. Guys, we love you. We appreciate you. We hope and we pray that God blesses you and that you come back again next time. Love you guys. Bye-bye.